Whatever shit that happens on this show is classic. And we got some Coast Contra coming, everybody. If you're watching on Presto's Underground, watch this podcast. If you're watching this video, because like this is likely, if you're watching this, is likely a clip. It's probably like a 10-minute clip of one song with one artist in the title. But we've actually listened to 11 other artists, and this is Coast Contra. And I'm a big Eric Jamal fan. I'm a new fan. Well, not a new fan. I'd say about a year. I mean, he's been on my radar. But now these guys are really like Joe thought they do this show on their YouTube channel where they all sit around a table and all spit like 32 bars in one track. It's like an 8 or 9 minute. They do this all the time. And I fucking love that shit. But it is pretty long. It makes for like a 10-minute video. I'm not sure how long this one is. But Scenario Freestyle. I think this is another one of these shows that they do. Yeah, it is. So 6:45, not too long.
1, 2, 3, everybody get low. 4, 5, 6, nigga, here comes the coast. 7, 8, 9, and we back on your mind. When I say 10, that means begin.
Hey, yo, we good? We good! Made it out the hood, now everybody move to the back of the bus. Cause I'm calling shotgun like Elmer Fudd. So run, Ricky, run if you don't want the slug.
He get no fuck, rash him cut raw like sawdust, raw like condom that bust when hip thrust say, huh, 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 baby, I'm coming. Bust through the pussy wall like Kool-Aid Man.
The new moon rose high and shined on the coastline. Kings follow like the northern star through the dark skies. Haters gon' say we couldn't do it without a cosign, but my pen moved to rains. This a landslide.
This hip hop, we came to spit raw. What y'all do is backwards, helping to win the war. Coast gon' give backwards that push forth in 1, 2, 3, 4.
Truthfully, feel like all y'all weak. No style, no technique. You niggas rhyme with 2 left feet. That's why you ain't snapping on the beat. In the words of T3, don't sound too good, it sounds tainted to me. Luckily, I got a good idea. You should study what we do and level up. I guarantee you, we the biggest group you ever seen. Think the Elohim see me, kick 'em off the stage, crush your niggas' dreams. I ain't mean to be that mean, but shit, nah, I mean, they be kidding. On the mic, Billie Jean, must think I'm the one. Type of shit, get a nigga pumped. Get me moved with some caution. They don't want the wrath of Todd Austin. Sometimes trying to be as humble as exhausting was a threat to my intellect, that's insulting. I don't fear that, I'm immune to the coffin. Wouldn't even sneeze at it if it smelled funny. Wanna know why I don't rap about money? I was Pope on the block like a 40-ounce of liquor. Probably saw me at the bus stop, all I see a nigga. Soon as I got the whip, had to take it abroad. Got the window tint, 5% nation of golf. Got to break that bitch in without breaking the law. Seen that Jake hit the brakes, nope, that ain't stay fall. Throw my niggas in the back, keep your eyes to the front. Cause I know damn sure it ain't nothing in my trunk. Plus I feel the same as OJ about the glove department. By the time we looked up, they was gone. Think we good. Made it out the hood. Came up from the dirt, my niggas made it out the mud. All the guys will be still, don't budge. Iron sharp as iron in the cells of my blood. That's ironic. I cut the rug. Turn up the bass, let me teach with the sub. Wanna see my brethren up in heaven up above. So I try to make an effort every day to spread the love. It's
the new moon rose high and shined on the coastline. Kings follow like the northern star through the dark skies. Haters gon' say we couldn't do it without a cosign, but my pen moved to rains. This a landslide. Bending earth with every verse. I'm the avatar, and since I'm on the coast, I can never get washed up. So pick the scenario. En cada barrio que corre por mi pena no necesito hacer cardio. Ay, Dios mío, me le río a todos los que piensan que quieren lío. Dile a tu vecina, compararme es un delito. Y quédate tranquilo, traigo el puente como Tito. Y cuando es tu turno, oye pana, yo te aviso. Dile a tu rapero favorito que los dejo 6 pies debajo del piso. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cuenta conmigo. Esto es mucho más fácil que mi ABCs. Adentro del espejo a mi Dios lo encontré. Niggas rub me wrong like a genie. I bet you wish you could, but you niggas never beat me. We make it look easy, especially on TV. Lyrics jumping out on your screen like 3D. Huh. And I'm back. Niggas see the coast and they don't know how to act. A bunch of rock rats out and left over the map. Fucking this bitch called life, breaking her back like I'm stepping on cracks, doing mamas like that. And I leave your face stuck like a statue. Pray to God that you never see me coming. Think you seen it all, but you ain't seen nothing.
Tell them to give up the goods. Here's the scenario. The people say, thank God, Coast Contra's a miracle. Hip hop did not die. Where did the lyrics go? The music that they drop now, that's just hysterical. I'm just saying this shit they play is a merry-go-round. That same sound they pounded through our stereos. Fucking with frequency, frequently rapping about material things that so vain, that bring shame to spiritual. Don't want none of that in my area. Milking the game, keeping my circle smaller than Cheerios. They inferior, we are superior, moving imperial. Big dog, the Mona Lisa. She know my eyes, browsing on her features. What's your frame? I mean, ain't nice to meet ya. She's so cheesy, think she want a piece of me. But got time for no drama, no time for the opera. Better watch how you talk to a llama. I put my time in so I can be timeless. Whether record to necklace, it was never about diamonds. If time fly well, God is my pilot. I pray when in private, closing my eyelids so I can see more when I'm in silence. Pineal gland, my food for thought. I hope you can dodge it. Just isn't candy, please chew before swallow. Here's the motto: this hip hop, come here if you spit raw. There's love on the side, no need to promote war. Coast gon' get backwards that push forward to the culture. Scope us for is my Rushmore.
Eric Jamal.
I was minding my business from a distance. I heard, ain't that him? Of course I'm him. You know, the usual suspect. Picture that. Keep the mug shot. Yeah, I'm him. You know, the usual suspect. Stop, drop, roll, hold. We on fire. Bring out those. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Same old shit. Oh, shit. Some old shit. But he get no fuck rats. He cut raw like sawdust. Raw like condom. That bust when hip thrust say, baby, I'm the man. Live from the underground hip-hop dungeon.
DWB.
The rule is back. Rule number one. Rap niggas cap like graduates. This new school shit. Young I move like an old school alumni. Fuck these crews. I'm on the coast by the sun dry. Too much fentanyl. Y'all only dope sometimes ain't worth the risk. Not even just one line. Might die from boredom. Check the postmortem. Made in God's image, but he won't postmortem. Y'all not competition. You're like Scottie Pippen. Pass the mic. Stop tripping. Wishing a nigga would for my profession. As a lumberjack, I ask, there's no question. I'm blessed to eat with the gang, with the brethren. Y'all came in second. Us, we just came for the seconds. Y'all top 5 taste dumb. Finger licking on thumb. She get greasy. Thumbing through this chicken, huh? Did I tell you? Like mama with the whipping, I go crazy. But son, you niggas much different. Got full custody. Y'all stuck with me. You ain't gotta fuck with me. Just don't fuck with me. Coach got trust in me. They get fucked with me. And you got love for me. That's enough. I feel complete. Man, no mankind that can compete. Letting it landmines right at my damn feet. Then I blew up. Who wanna walk a mile in my sneaks? Go boom. God got you, your soul. Rest in peace. Pieces. No, it's not a thesis. How you cheat it. Really did blow up. Niggas ain't believe it till they seen it came across. They screams like great dick. They coast about to go up. They called me the recent night jaw. Night jaw. Night jaw. Night jaw. Cop your merch. It's on sight jaw. Sight jaw. Coast on the scene. But before this was a dream, we had Q-tip on our earwax and fight dog. Perfect scenario.
Okay, like the thing is that I think honestly, guys, right now we're witnessing a new evolution of hip hop on the underground hip hop on the internet. And this is what it is. It's not something about their music, it's about what they're doing. What they're doing is they're on YouTube with a podcast layer with like $600 mics. They all have the same mic that I have. This is a $600 mic. They have this great setup, all this great audio, and this is what's going to start happening on the internet. There's going to be groups of guys sitting around in a room in a podcast layer with a party, smoking joints and drinking beers, and there's going to be ciphers going on. And I mark my words, I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see it happen when on YouTube there's ciphers at parties with high quality audio, not this phone speaker audio shit. Podcast layers with parties going on inside them. I really, that's what I want to do. It's what, if I have more friends in town that like hip hop, all my friends are fucking rockers in town. But if I have more friends that like hip hop, I'll be all over it. But Coast Contra, once again, Eric Jamal, that was probably my least favorite verse that I've ever heard him. The first two guys were great. The guy who goes from Spanish to English is fucking bananas. I love listening to that. I'd like to see like a closed captioned version of the Spanish part so I can understand it. But the Eric Jamal, I wasn't impressed, and I usually am very impressed, so that was disappointing. And the last guy didn't really say much. He kind of didn't really do anything. So, while I like what they're doing and I understand as far as a content what they're trying to do, Coast Contra, that's still a 7 for me, unfortunately. That was underwhelming, but I still respect them as artists. Ignacio, what are you saying?
You're muted.
Oh, you're muted, Ignacio.
I don't know what's going on. I gotta get it together. The tech guy needs to call me. Tech guy needs to call me back. What was I saying here is I get what they were trying to do on the track. I like it. It's Coast Contra. I'm a fan. I get the energy they were trying to bring with, who was on the track previously. as far as Busta and everybody else, and Leaders of the New School.
Oh, is that the beat?
Yeah, that's
okay.
Tribe Called Quest and Leaders of the New School.
Oh, so that's like a real famous beat.
Yeah,
scenario beat. Yeah,
scenario.
Here we go.
Dude, I'm fucking 41 years old. Listen to punk rock till I was 35. When I made albums with MCs from all over the world, I didn't even listen to hip hop. That's how crazy it is. I didn't start listening to hip hop until like 2009. No, I have no idea. I had no idea. Busta Rhymes. Who else is on that track?
My God.
Oh gosh, yeah, 5.
Q-Tip, 5.
Right.
And just everyone.
It was basically Tribe Called Quest and Leaders of the New School.
Yeah.
Okay.
On one track.
Right.
Yeah.
So what are you giving it, Ignacio?
I'm gonna give it. I'll give it a 7.5.
7.5. Okay, Presto, what are you saying?
I dug it. I like Rio Los's verse. I like what he's doing with the Spanish and American together. I like Eric Jamal's verse on it. It wasn't my favorite Eric Jamal verse. I thought both the Austin, Raj and Taj, I think both their names are. I thought they were the weaker ones for sure. I still thought it was solid. I'm going to give it an 8.
Solid 8. Chuck, what are you saying?
Solid 8. It's something I always appreciate with Coast Contra is that they really get that they do a lot of changes on their flows and cadences, and it makes it fun to listen.
Yeah, it's a party. It's a party.
Even if it's not a party vibe, just the fact that they're constantly kind of changing that makes it like an interesting listen. And I always appreciate that with them. So it was a good track. 8.
8, solid. What are you saying, Lady Puertic?
Yeah, I really enjoyed this. I thought it was a lot of fun. To piggyback on what you said, it reminded me of old school ciphers, but with a new school approach. This is how we got started when we were rhyming.
Yeah, exactly.
How to spit hip hop was just going around, pass the virtual
sharing
microphone
verses,
to each
pass
other.
the verse around.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I'll give it an 8. It was good for
Solid
me.
8. Solid 8. What are you saying, Joe?
Well, back in the day, this style of rapping, we used to do this in Jersey all the fucking time. It was basically just a cipher, and we would record this long before podcast equipment and $600 mics and all of that shit.
Yeah.
I had a Tascam 4-track, and that's what we would do, is record the cipher.
That's fucking dope. Original podcast, OG podcast.
And I would be on the turntables. I would throw some cuts in and all of that kind of shit. So I really dug it. You know what I mean? It wasn't my favorite thing of the night. The guy with the half Spanish and then half English verse, I dug it because I could understand what he was talking about. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna give it that respectable 7.
Respectable 7. I think that's what I gave it to. I think that's where I'm at too. 100%. However, in the crowd, all 10 people are saying yes, they want that on the playlist. So that's going to the mixtape. Everybody, download the mixtape right now. It is in the description of the video you're watching. So if you don't download it right now, like, what the fuck are you even here for? Like,
wow.
But seriously, like, what are you doing?
Forget the fact that there's a show going.
What are you doing? Yeah, get it done, and also go down the playlist too. Coast Contra, Scenario Freestyle. Let's get into the last song of the evening, everybody.